Hello there, everyone. How are you doing? I hope we're all doing really well. I'm 737 Sim Pilot, and we're here in Beijing, the capital of China. We're flying Beijing to San Francisco. Join me in the left-hand seat, and let's get going. It's the end of the cockpit. First thing we're going to look down is we're going to check that we are United 889, and that we're flying on November 218 Uniform Alpha. 218 Uniform Alpha is checked. Maintenance books are checked. We're going to go battery switch on. Right now, gear is down. My hardware is set. We're going to check that the weather radar is off, which it is, and then that the electric hydraulic pumps and the air, or the C1 and C2 hydraulic pumps and the switches are off. Go primary and secondary external power on. Once that power is on, we're going to check that the nav light is on, and that circuit breakers are all in and flush, and that the alternate gear extension is guarded. Next, escape ropes are on board. Oxygen masks 1, 2, and 3 are on board. I had 4 since I believe it's over 11 hours. Like 11 hours, 2 minutes. I believe we have 4 people today. Alrighty. Life vests are on board. Pilot luggage is stowed. The crash jacks is on board. Fire bottle pressure is within the green. Fume HUD and PVE is on board. And the logbook, ETOPS, and gear pins are on board. Finally, the QRH and publications are on board, and the checklist is through the aircraft. Good. I'm going to go ahead and call out GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Alrighty. Refueling truck's coming, and then I want catering to come out as well. And really quickly, I'm going to connect my PFP3N through MobiFlight to the 777. Even though it's not really supposed to be able to connect to MobiFlight, you can. It works well. Alright. Everything is guarded. Guarded, low. Guarded, not on battery. CPR test is good. Alright, MobiFlight is connecting. Usually it takes about here's what I usually do. Usually doesn't connect on the first try, so what I do is I go over here. I go stop, then run again. Then I close it. And it should connect, and then in a couple seconds, press. Yep, see it's connected. Good. Alright, just waiting for the electronics to come up.
Awareness. Okay.
Cool.
Feet.
RAS is connected. You can see the route. Honestly, rather odd. You can see we have to dip below North Korea, or into South Korea. And then we get on the, I believe we get onto the PACOT. One of them. Perfect. No, I don't think we are. Alrighty. Plane is coming alive. Broadband system is on. ADRU is lined. Auto and normal, or guarded, sorry. Alien passenger on. APU off. Everything else is normal. Auto. Don't need service center phone on. Passenger oxygen is guarded. Window heaters on. Air turbine's not on. Normal. Don't need seatbelt sign on. Smoking on. Normal. Fire test. Good. And discharge is guarded. Normal. On. Not, and guarded. Not armed. That's fine for right now. Auto. Lights test. And everything else up here is normal and looking good. Alright, coming over. We'll go ahead and set minimums. The minimum for departure today. We're departing runway 36 right. That's with an elevation of 98 feet, so 898. $898 set. And here in China, we use QFE, so we're going to go ahead Set altimeter 1002. It should set the fuel elevation to 0. Yeah, they say 1002. I really thought we set it to QFE though. Oh well, I'll just leave it as that. We're gonna turn on meters as well. Left and right map, then traffic, terrain, data. Good. Flight directors 1 and 2 on. Speeds I can't set right now. I'm gonna get Mobi flight on. We're in a departure heading of 01. We have a top out today. We're taking the Mulogs. Have an X-ray. Don't know what the difference is. Oh. Alright. We have a top out. 3,940 above. 6,890 meters below. 7,880 above. 27. That's feet, so we'll set 7. I guess 7,000. I mean, is it feet or meters?
Fuel truck is in position.
Bruh. I'm really confused. 54 from bottom fuel. I'll go over here, down to here actually, and I can go weight and balance. No, I don't want to import it yet because I mess up boarding and all of that. And yeah, I can do it. Okay, we'll just import that. Alright, so flight level conversions 2,100 meters. Okay, so that's actual altitude. This is, yeah. I really do think we set it to QFE. Oh well, I'll just set it to 1002 right now. You know, actually, I can look it up right here. We'll look it up because it's actually rather important we know, right? I think they do. Should have probably looked this up before. Yes. Yes. Alright. So set 0. Okay, so right about. Yeah, that's fine. 9 or 9.8 right there. That's fine. I mean, that's pretty much maybe negative 10 feet, but we can't really go up anymore. Yeah, 20 feet above. That's fine. 20 foot discrepancy. Alrighty then. So we'll have a top out of 6,890, so 6,700 feet. That's what we'll set. 6,700. Okay, coming over on the engine page, moving down. 25, 24. Pretty full. I do need to check ground maintenance though, because usually there's a problem with tires. So we'll go replace tires, replace brakes, and you know we'll top up engine oil as well. I mean that's pretty full, but yeah, 27. Status 96, 95, 98, 50, 50, 50 is good. We're gonna go AP to on. 7.3 on the oil quantity today. Make sure just look live. 7.3 is good. Yes. Sorry, I was checking something. 7.3 is valid. 1850 on the auction. Good. Okay, hold on. Good. And the TCAS indication right there is normal. Really quickly, just want to check. Oh, yep, we've exploded. Yep, just totally exploded. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and reset GSX since the refueling is broken. Reset position. Okay, fuel on board today is 185.4, and that is exactly what we were expecting. We're gonna go ahead and put the seatbelt sign on. Okay, moving on to electrical page. Normal. Hydraulics 96, 95, 98, 50, 50, 50. Good. Fuel 25.4 is correct. Fuel temp 20C is fine. Air. Cabin temps are good. Doors aren't open, that's fine though. I had this bug earlier as well. The nose gears weren't indicating that they had pressure. So what I did is I went to ground maintenance, FS actions. Hold on, I lied. I'm gonna get my Mobi flight working because it's not working. It should connect. It did connect, but it's not totally working right. Okay, so ground maintenance. Go all the way over to page 3 or page 2. I lied. I'm gonna go to nose. No, I hit the wrong one. Probably. So that's what happened when I did it again. It filled the left one, not the. It filled the right one. Sorry, not the left. That's fine. We know they're pumped up. That's just a bug. All right, flight controls 4.0, 0, normal. Good. Checklist. We're gonna go resets. Reset all. Good. I mean, you can complete it now. I usually wait a little bit later, but each their own. ECAS, ADRU, everything else is good. Go ahead and put the engine page back on. Over here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on comm. Over here, I'll throw on status. And down here, on air right now since we're not starting engines for a little bit. Okay, 898 set, 999 is set. Go left and right. Yeah, we'll keep it on 20. Traffic, terrain, data, airport. That puts it on the compass rose. You'll see in a minute. All right, lights are fine. That's normal. Date and time. Correct. Good. MFD and auto, everything else is normal or guarded, and alternate gear extension is guarded. Gear is down, auto brake off right now. Over here, everything else is normal. Cabin out 400 is correct. 185.4 is also correct. Fuel temp 20C is fine. Coming down. Pitch trim, or alternate pitch trim is neutral. Speed brake down intent. Idle no reverse. Flaps are up. Parking brake is set. Stabilizer trim cut off. Fuel control valves are cut off. Alternate flaps are guarded and off. Down, auto trim is 0. Aileron trim is 0. We'll set 121.5. Set. Turn left and right. And we'll turn on the cabin interphone as well. Above and above, everything else is normal. Set squawk. Let's do 52.626. 52.26 fine. Standby. Good. Alright, coming over. Lights are set. Everything is normal. Date and time. Is correct and normal. Good. Brake coolant pressure is fine. Brake source lights normal. MFD and guarded. That's 999. Okay, we're going back to menu. FMC. Enter inertial position. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Sorry, I'm just still trying to get Mobi Flight to work. Close. Open it up again. One of those things where it's kind of a bummer. It's so nice to have, and it's a bit of a bummer when it doesn't work right. Alright, 777-200 Pratt & Whitney 4090s on board. Iraq 2505 is correct. We are departing from Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha. GPS position we'll slap in. That was IRS has a line. We're gonna go route request. Did I ever get boarding back up? I thought I did. Request boarding. Any Eastern, whatever. And everything else is, we'll set payload in a minute. We'll select the route. Okay, Beijing to San Francisco, United 889 is correct. Nah. Load. Nope.
Passengers boarding starting.
Ow, that hurt. I'll raise UNH and there we go. Put it in. I don't know. I mean, we'll put it at field elevation. That's about field elevation right there. 1003. I really thought you'd put it to 0 at the field. But that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Then it'd be 1002. That's what they said. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, from Beijing, San Francisco, 889. That's checked. We're departing runway 36 right. We're taking the Muggle 7X. Alright, and we're arriving ILS 28 right. And the Begda 4 at Amaker. And final. Cool. Okay, routing is going to be a long one today. Alright, so we are going from the Muglo for X-ray to Muglo, Whiskey 34 to Vapku, Whiskey 100 to Murat, direct Unsec, then Alpha 326 to De Novo. We go Golf 597 to Agavo, Yankee 644 to Agoba, Yankee 697 to Lanat, Yankee 51 to Simon, Yankee 142 to Golf Tango Charlie, Yankee 512 to 43 North, 170 West. Hold on. Got a little ahead of myself here. Yankee 512 to Adnap. And then Oscar Tango Romeo 7 to Emron. Direct 41 North, 160 East. Checked. Direct 42 North, 170 East. Direct 42 180 North, 180 East. Good. We go 43 North, 170 West. Checked. 42 North, 160 West. 42 North, 150 West. Good. 42 North, 140 West. Good. 41 North, 130 West. And then we go direct Rashi and direct to Mocker, Begda 4. Good. That is checked. We're going to go ahead and go to the legs page. I'm actually going to throw nav back on my side. Going to move you for a second. We're going to go plan. Then we've got a lot of stuff to do. You can see it's kind of odd route, but it's to avoid a lot of airspace. Looks good. We're back to 10. I'll go ahead and throw the door back on. And I think they're ready. We'll go FMC route request that payload. Main balance may have already said though. I don't know. Alrighty, today, so we've step climb first of all. First altitude, I don't know. That's meters. It's, they said our first cruise altitude is 35,000, like 100, I think, right? So that is, okay, hold on. 350100. That's 10,700 meters. So that's right there. 10,700 is our first cruise altitude. And then we go up to 350 at Gavo. So flight level 350S. Then we go Adnap 350. Did I go past it? I don't think so. Here it is. Flight level 370S. That's just saying step climb. And then at 43,170, flight level at 390S. Execute, and then 42,140. So here, flight level 410. Cool. Execute. Good. So now what I said this is going to take some time is we're going to go to SimBrief. We're going to go ahead and enter in our ETOPS waypoints. So, view flight plan. Hope you guys can see it easily. I can. My problem is I have an ultra-wide monitor, so sometimes I see stuff and you guys don't. So that's why I always try to make sure I'm doing better about it. Alrighty. So, our closest waypoint is Emron. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to find Emron, back to legs. And it's above it. So here's what we'll do. We'll go Emron once we find it. /plus. And then we're going to go over here. So we go about every minute, we go about 8 miles. That's a rule of thumb. So 321 is our ETOPS entry. 310, so 11 minutes. So that's 88 miles. So we'll go Emron plus 80 /plus 88. That'll enter in a fix that is 88 miles ahead of Emron. So that's going to be our entry point. But I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second. So our equal time point is at 42,180. So 42,180, we're going to go /plus. Like they're within 5 minutes of each other. 538 and 545. So that's going to be 7 minutes. So plus... hold on. Got a brain fart. I had it right there and it just slipped out of my head. 56. Yeah, 56. What? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh man, I deleted it. Bummer. Hold on a second. Kind of just bugged out. So 42 east, 80 /plus. Because I hit the wrong waypoint, that's why it freaked out on me. They say boarding just completed. I don't really care. That doesn't happen like that. All right, so our next waypoint is 42,150. You know the drill by now. Go /plus. At 8:10, this is at 8:31, so that's another 11 minutes, so 88. I think we're 127 minute ETOPS today, or 207, sorry. Oh no, still 180. Okay, we could have been validated for 207. That's fine. Yeah. Enter that. Yep. Cool. And then our final one, our exit point, is here, 9:45, 41:30. /minus this time since it's behind it. At 9:59, you're at 9:45, so that's plus 14 minutes, so it's 120 minus 120. Enter. All right, so that's all of our waypoints. So here's what we're going to do. Since we only have 4 fixed pages, first going to take Emra 01. We're going to go fix. I'm going to put in fix 2. Next time, I'm going to go backwards. Okay, so then we're going to take the next one. Put it on page 3. And then we're going to take this one, and we're going to put it on page 4. So the final fix. Here, we're going to close up that one. We're going to close up you. And we're going to close up you. Okay, so that leaves only one more waypoint that's not on our initial flight plan that we will deal with. So the reason why we do that is because ATC gets sent auto uplinks of your flight plan. You don't want to confuse them, so that's why we do that. All right, we're going to go fix Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha 001 25. Enter. Good. All right, we're going to go perfect data, accept. Double click zero fuel weight and auto imports it for you. It's a really nice feature. Okay, 560.4 is a bit higher than we were expecting, but it's fine. Fuel on board 185.4 is valid. Zero fuel weight 375.0 is correct. Reserves 12.5 are correct. Cruise altitude is going to be 35,100 initially. Okay. Next 160 is checked. Minimum en route fuel temp is negative 33 Celsius. And that is checked. We're going to go, okay, before we move on, I'm going to go down to ground ops. I want to release the AC unit. Release. Unit is gone. We're going to go up here. We're going to go APU on, APU start. And you guys can monitor APU start for me as I keep going through. All right, takeoff today. 36 right is, it's a long runway. Well, yeah, it's 12,000 feet. I expect flaps 5. Center gravity is checked. Winds are meters per second. Jeez. Volanta actually gives me a breakdown of the winds, so 300 at 21 knots. Like, I don't want to calculate that. Come on, man. Outside air temp is 30 degrees. Really hot here today. And slope is 0.1. Cool. That is entered and checked. 800, 800, 800. Nice. Sorry, wrong page. VNAV 250 below 10,000 is expected, and transition out to 9,850 feet is correct. Cruise today 351 we're able to do. That is fine. We'll be landing with supposedly right now 13.3 tons of fuel. A little less than I would like, but that's alright for right now. Alright, I'm gonna go route data. Winds load. APU has just come online. We're gonna go primary external power off. Go ahead and release the ground power. Back to nav. We're getting the winds in. Exceeded. Alright, speed breakdown. Detent parking brake is set. We're going to set 122.8. And we're going to go ahead and go left. We're talking on left, listening right, cabin interphone on as well. And we're going to do the weather radar test. So we're going to go WEX radar, test. Radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Alright, terrain radar will come on. Next terrain. Right, do it on auto. Filter up about 5 degrees. That's fine right there. Okay, for the jump seater, left, right. Cabin interphone on as well. You don't need to be talking though. That's fine. Good. Alrighty, you can set up. He can set up. They can set up there. Sorry, not he, she, they. Alrighty, then we're gonna go ahead and get our performance calculations. So performance tool, landing dispatch. We're landing runway 28 right today. Import. We've all to land. Alright, takeoff today. We're taking off 36 right. Import. Oh yeah, easy. Alrighty, so selected temp today is going to be 44 degrees. 1.386 is correct. Flaps 5 is what we're expecting. Trim is 6 is correct. We're expecting 151, 157, 161. Correct. Okay, we'll go ahead and set 161. LNAV, VNAV, engage. Good. Alright then, progress. 27.6 tons with winds. Perfect. That's what tailwind does for you. Alright, checklist time. Oxygen assessment 100%. Flight instruments. Heading 001 set. And altimeter is 1002. Set 1 to 3 times. Cool. Alrighty then. We are ready to go ahead and look at our takeoff briefing. Really quickly, let's go ahead and make the PA and then we'll do a takeoff briefing. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome aboard United Flight 889, nonstop service from Beijing to San Francisco. Flight time today is going to be 11 hours, 10 minutes. We're cruising at 35,000 feet, going all the way up to 41,000 feet. We just have some more paperwork to get done up here, but we should be departing pretty shortly. We are very sorry. We're getting out of here about 20 minutes late. We'll try to make that back up to you in the air. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for choosing Fly with United today. We hope you enjoy your flight, and welcome aboard. Short and sweet PA. I could do a longer one, but I'm kind of tired. I am tired, not kinda. I'm very tired. I've been up since 7 a.m. It's 2 o'clock. We went to the beach today. I mean, I took a nap, so that's why I'm like up right now. Because I took like a 4-hour nap. Yeah, for me, me personally, I just cannot go to the beach and like stay awake after. I always just pass out. But that's also because I don't go to the beach to like sit around and sunbathe. I can't stand doing that. It's really boring. I love the buoy board. I used to skimboard a lot until I broke my arm skimboarding. Like, snapped my arm. I had a clean fracture. Just completely snapped it, but that's the point. Alright. On pushback today, we'll push facing to the left. We'll take Golf 3 to Hotel. Take Hotel to Tango 1. Take Tango 1 to Golf. Take Echo 0 to 36 right. 36 right is 12,467 feet long. We're not going to any hotspots on taxi today. Current weather here in Beijing. Winds are 311 meters per second. That's about 21 knots. Cavalcade conditions. Temperature is 30 degrees with 4 on the dew point, or 04 on the dew point. And altimeter 1002 set 1 to 3 times. We are. Biggest threat today is going to be meters. So, yeah. We're using meters on altitude. And the language barrier is going to be very big. So we just need to be on high alert. On departure today, we are taking off above the max landing weight. We're taking off at 500, we're taking off actually at 560,000 pounds today. Max landing, that's about 100,000 pounds of max landing weight. If we need to return back to Beijing, we will let dump fuel. Let's see. Really the only option. We'll just have to hold and dump fuel. We can land overweight, but not 100,000 pounds overweight. On departure today, anything before 100 knots, we're going to come to stop. Anything after 100 knots, unless critical flight such as a fire, lost an engine, lost hydraulics, we'll just take it up the air. Climb 25 nautical miles straight ahead and hold at an altitude of 6,300 or above. We can come back in for runway 36 right, 3-degree glide slope. Pretty long runway, as I said, 12,400, about 12,500 feet. It's longest runway besides one, which is the same length. On departure today, if we decide to come to stop, disconnect out throttle, pull thrust idle, apply master braking, ensure our brake max is working, manually pull spoilers to full and apply pull reverse. So come stop. We'll set the parking brake and then we'll set flaps to full. We'll call remain seated, remain seated, remain seated. We'll then run through crew H items. If we need to evacuate, we'll pull flight data recorder, cockpit voice recorder, turn on emergency exit lights and command the evac and assist in evacuation anywhere possible. Any questions, comment, or concerns? None? Perfect. Alright, so we're departing 36 right, the Muglo 7X. We depart. We go to Alpha 131 at 3,940 feet above. We go to Alpha 152, 6,890 feet below. Alpha 158, and then we go to Alpha 173, 7,880 feet above. And Alpha 176, flight level 187 and above. Then we go to Alpha 157, sorry, and then Muglo at then we go to Muglo at flight level 187 above as well. That is checked. Looks good. We have a meter conversion up here, so that's gonna be helpful. Radar require confirmation compliance. Confirm compliance with RNAV procedure on initial contact. No problem. I don't see that being too big of a deal for us. Cool. 161 is V2. That's set. We've got 001, 6,700 on that VNAV. Good. Ready then. I think we're pretty much done today with the takeoff briefing. I think we're ready to go ahead and get out of here. Roger that. Let's go ahead and do the before push flows. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go door management, close all, arm all doors. I'll go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. Just get this stuff rolling. Disconnect jetway. Close our door. Go beacon light on. Fuel pumps aft and aft forward and center tanks coming on. And we'll turn the hydraulics on. Set trim 6.0. And then we'll run to the 4-star checklist.
We are ready for pushback.
Roger. Alright, 6 degrees set. Last but not least, I like to get the recall just because it's always nice to have. Alright, I will throw on a checklist down here, then we'll go engine. Flight deck door is closed and locked. Confirmed. Passenger signs are on. MCP V2 161 001 and 6,700 set. Takeoff speeds 151, 57, 161 set on both, and that is what we were expecting. Pre-flight is done. Trim is 6 units, 0 and 0. Next takeoff briefing is done. Beacon light is on. Good. Alright, we're clear for engine start. Alright, parking brake is set. You're clear to remove the chocks. Clear to remove chocks. Thank you. Alrighty, we're about to get out of here. How long have we been recording for? Dang, man, already up to 36 minutes. Honestly, pretty quick. I remember when I first started flying. Actually, that's a big thing for me. Is I always gotta remember to just slow down so I don't mess up my flows. But I've been working on that. I've actually been doing pretty good recently. Besides the point, what I was gonna say was, parking brakes release is I always try to go through them really fast. Not like I was trying to rush through them, but I was excited. But if you just do it enough, you get quick at it. Especially when you get familiar with aircraft like 7.3, Airbus family. They're no problem to set up at all. They're a breeze. Like the 737, I could probably go from at the gate. I could probably, if I started on a runway, I could probably set the whole plane up in 15 minutes with all checklists done, like everything ready. Assuming I don't have a super long route, but why would I, right? Take my time. I do everything realistically, because you never do a 15-minute turnaround. If you do, you're special. I do have to say, 2024 looks so much better. Like, the buildings are cool. Much better than in 2020. Now, the mountains look even better. Now, I don't have it turned up super high. I think, like, it's at, like, I want to say my terrain level detail's like 100. Maybe lower. But that's just because, it has to be. Unless somebody wants to donate me a 4090 and an Intel i9. Actually, I don't need a 4090, I just need the i9. Just, if you have a spare i9 1400K laying around, send me a message on Discord and we can get together. Alright. Parking brakes are set. You're clear to start your engines 2 and then 1. Good day. Roger. Starting engines 2 and then 1. Starting number 2. Now the pushback's a little messed up. Let's see. They haven't updated engine sounds, so I don't know if you guys want to hear them, but I'll just do it anyways.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Roger. Could you disconnect headset? We'll get you off to the right. Thank you. Watch out for it. That's why I came back in the cockpit. Do that little spiel. Alright, starter cutout number 2. Good start number 2, starting number 1, start 1. If you're gonna flick a taxi light for me. Negative, Captain. You do it. You know, suck it. FOs. Never do anything. Just jokes, just jokes. Wish I had. It would actually be really nice if we could have an FO in the sim. Like an actual one that works. Like I turned off the character models because it's stupid. It's like, why would you want... Okay, like you can have an FO character model in here, but all it's going to do is block your view. You still have to do everything. It's like silly. And I could buy like the FS2 Crew FO, but that is such a performance hog. I used to fly with it all the time before I started recording videos. First of all, it doesn't hear you very well. That's a big thing too, is like the AI stuff. Not really like AI. It doesn't really always understand what you say, especially like I have a problem. I talk really fast. Guess you guys can tell. Alright, starter cutout number 1. But things like FS2 Crew have a really hard time understanding me because I talk so fast. Alright, let's cut our starter cutout number 2. Don't need the anti-ice today. We go ahead and go APU off. Lights are set, coming down. Recall is checked. Set flaps 5. Auto brake RTO. Trim is set 6.0. We're going to go flight controls. Flight control check. Wrong one. Put you on nav. Flight control check. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Neutral. Full down. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Neutral. Trim set 6.0. Stable and rudder trim 0. Next time. Anti-ice not needed. Recall is checked. Auto brake RTO. Flight control is checked. Ground equipment is clear. And before taxiing, before takeoff checklist completed. Taxi lights coming on. Parking brake release. Good to go out. Taxi out. It's actually such a beautiful day out. I'll go ahead and even get the shades up. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, if I've been any help to you, maybe learn something today, maybe you can teach me something, then drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what I've been doing wrong. Let me know what I've been doing right. Greatly appreciate it. All feedback is appreciated. Also, if you guys are enjoying what you're watching, if you wouldn't mind like and subscribe, it really does help me out. As for instance, liking. When you like a video, it greatly helps me, as it boosts my video in the YouTube algorithm, as YouTube sees that and goes, okay, well, this person likes it, and somebody with a similar interest as you, a similar feed, they're going to recommend it to them as well, because they say, okay, well, if you like it, they're going to like it. So it's a big help when people like my videos. Also, I like it. Alright, take off. Remember, not above 6,700 until we are past. Alpha 152, and then we're clear to climb up to 3,500. 35,100 feet. There we go. Kind of weird. It was a weird number. Yeah. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and give it time to the flight attendants on. Actually, really quickly before we do a departure, I'll put the weather radar on my side. You can keep terrain radar on your side. We do have some mountainous terrain out here, so we will keep that in mind for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. Alright, flight attendants are preparing for takeoff and are ready. Touchdown is completed. We're going to recall. Recall is checked. I know TCAS is off. I just want to get out of this little apron area. We still have a little bit too anyway, so. It's been a little while since I've flown the 777. It's been like 4 days. I've just been kind of sick the past couple days, so nice to finally fly again. The weather's still the same here in Beijing. Right, cabin's ready. Cool. Okay, we're gonna make our right hand turn. Yeah, we'll make it on Tango too. Doesn't really. There's no ATC on, so we haven't been told which way to turn. It does not alter the course of world history, whichever one we turn on. And since once we get on to golf, I'll go ahead. You know, I'll just do it right now. TCAS, TARA, and above. Everybody, come on, wing light will come on. And now it's in the turn. Good, clear to the right. Is anybody coming? Nope. Cool. I was looking to see if my shades are up. Doing the slow look to see. Alright, clear right, clear left. Turned on and golf. Yeah, you know, flying in China, the biggest issue is really just trying to understand what they're saying and them understanding you. And it's not anything to do with the pilots or they're Chinese. It's just the fact of there's huge language barrier. There's a lot of clips like in JFK, Air China pilots. There's a lot of clips of them having a hard time understanding what they're saying, especially I'm trying to think. Imperfect phraseology is very confusing for them. Alrighty, cabin is ready. Recall is checked. Our flap vibe is set. We don't have continuous ignition on today. TCAS is on TARA. Looks good. Alright, we have Echo 2, Echo 1, Echo 0. We want to take full length today as we are fairly heavy. We've got lots of performance, but runway behind you is as good as a glass hammer, so... Alrighty, since we're about to begin takeoff, I'm gonna go turn off lights on. Runway, their taxi light is gonna come off. And United 889, you are clear for takeoff. Runway 36 right. United 889, clear for takeoff. 36 right. Okay, then clear for takeoff. Landing lights coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the wax radar on my side. Terrain's on your side. I mean, we could both have the weather radar on, as it'll show you terrain if you're in danger of hitting it, right? It'll show you before you hit the mountain. But I like for situation awareness to have one of each, even if it's a VFR day like it is today. Alright, we'll keep it rolling today. Strong left to right crosswind. Alright, lights are set, everything's looking good. I was talking to myself, sorry. Plane turns really nicely in the new sim. I mean, the 777-300ER turned nicely, but it just turns much better in the new sim.
On runway 36 right.
Takeoff thrust set. $100 knots checked.
V1. Rotate.
Pause, at ready to climb, gear up. Absolutely stunning. Nav. And accelerating. Remember, we have to be above 3,800 once we, which we should comply with nicely, so we can ease up on the rate a bit. Ascent rate, not descent rate. Don't want it to descend. Alright, speed check, flaps 1. Alright, flaps 1, green light. Speed check, flaps up. A little bumpy, not too bad. We should comply nicely with the restriction. Keep climbing out. Alright, flaps up, green light. Our takeoff checklist completed. Remember, not above 6,700? No. 6,900, sorry. And we're complying with the restriction Alpha 3, 131. Oh, wrong one. Wrong side. Beautiful. Look at that. Just absolutely stunning. Alright, 1 to go. Flight level change, vertical speed, down 1,000 feet a minute. I don't know why it like freaked out and did that silly on that route, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and get a new magenta line in. A little bit of sink rate right there. A little bit of sinker, sorry. Not sink rate, but it's just a sink. Sink. Alright, leveling off at 6,890 feet. Ah, I see. So it's just 2,100 meters, basically. Yeah, 2,100 meters. Okay, new magenta line again. Wow, look at those mountains out there. Alright, so then we can climb up to 35,100. $35,100. Wow. I want to get a screenshot here, but wow, look at that. I'm not going to take one, but beautiful. You know I will. Screw it. That's just too good not to. Yeah, I don't... Ooh. Don't always like to, because it kind of messes everything up, but sometimes it's nice. Alright. Oop, VNAV. Begin climbing again. I was like, why aren't we climbing? And I looked at my annunciator. Or my flight director annunciator. And I was like, oh wait, altitude. That's right. Go ahead and reset the baromin. And we're above the MSA, so we can go ahead and delete the fix here. Usually wait till 10,000 feet, but I'm gonna go ahead and enter in the other waypoint just because I want to do it quickly. I'd probably I do it as fast as possible once I can, so that I reduce confusion among ATC. It's a little choppy right now, but not too bad overall. Yeah, I really like the wing flex. They've done a really nice job with it. We're complying with the restriction at Alpha Alpha 173. And set standard. Alright, climbing through 10,000, we're gonna landing lights off, turn off lights off, and the wing light off. I don't want to get the flight attendants unseated yet, just because of all these mountains out here. And you can probably expect a couple of little bumps as we're flying through the ridges. Okay, I want to get a new magenta line again, since we're still... Okay. We're just going to go Alpha 176, just direct. Make it easier, because we'll never hit it right. I'm sure they won't mind. Yeah, see, here's the chop I was talking about right there. Awesome. Alright, keep climbing out. Once we're about 2,000, I get the autopilot on. Alright. Autopilot engaged. Nice. Alright, everybody. I'm going to be chilling up here in cruise for about the next 11 hours and 2 minutes. So I will see you guys in a little bit. 1 second. We get the flight inside the seats. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. See you. Hello there, everyone. How are you doing? Hope we're all doing really well. We are back about 100 miles out from top of descent. It's about 10 hours, 3 minutes later, as you can see. And we're going to go ahead and begin our descent planning. The first thing we're going to do is go to electronic flight bag. Go to the charts. We're taking the Begda 4 arrival. So arrival, star. Okay. Begda 4. We're taking the approach. We're approaching runway 28 right. We're going to have a slight tailwind today, which will be fun. And we're going to be at San Francisco. Good. All right. So Begda 4. We gone at a maker. I think it's maker. Then we go to, hold on. Can't really see it on there. Hope you guys can. We go direct to Quinn at 280 on the speed, 280 below, 240 above, checked. Then we go to Bigelow at 280 on the speed, 230 below, 180 above, checked. Then we go to Lozit, 280 on the speed, 16,000 below, 14,000 above, good. Begda, 13,000 below. Then we go to Cork at 250 on the speed, 11,000. And then we go to Bricks, 11,000. We're then getting on to radar vectors. Highest MSA is 5,100 feet. So we're going to go approach. We're going to fly just pretty much standard. We'll just fly downwind leg. Join the approach at Seepin at 3,000 above. Then we go to final approach fix of Axmo at 1,800. It's a 3-degree glide slope, which is entered, which is what what's entered, which is what we're expecting. Is Alsef 2, Pappy's off to the left, go around 3,000 on a San Francisco VOR, right 281 radial to Vicui. I don't know how to say that. We'll hold at Vicui at 3,000 above. Circling one left, one right, not authorized at night. Use of India Golf was correct DME went on localizer course. VJ sight out left glide path not coincided. VJ sight angle 3 degrees, touchdown height 68. Mouse hour and Pappy on 28 left. Localizer procedure not authorized during simultaneous operations. Cat 1 ILS simultaneous approach authorized. Simultaneous operations require use of vertical guidance. Maintain last sign altitude until established on the glide slope. Checked. ISO stays 5,100. Good. Alrighty. So we're going to come down. I'm going to go to fix. I'm going to delete all of my ETOPS waypoints. Okay. And delete. Good. Alright, so back to fix, sorry. We're in San Francisco. /25/10. Good. Alright, I'm going to go to descent. We're going to go to forecast. 180 is correct. We're going to get the newest forecast. Okay, we're going to load. Good. Alright, now we're going to go to NavRad. We have 1117 and a 284. That is correct. Good. Progress. We're landing with 28.8 tons of fuel. And we have 32.9. So that's minus 4.1. That's going to be 404.0. Nice and easy. Okay, 130. So current weather in San Francisco, winds are 080 at 510 statute miles visibility, few clouds at 2,000, temperature 16, dew point 10, altimeter 29093. So we're just going to add 5 knots, that's going to be 135. Good. And that's a pretty direct tailwind, so it's certainly going to be something we note. Alright, coming up top, minimums today. The minima is 213. Whoops. Forgot my mouse was plugged in. I have the Logitech Ultralight, but I forgot I had it plugged in. I'll make sure it doesn't mess up everything too bad. What did it just do? Okay, it doesn't seem like anything right now. Sometimes it really messes up the plane. So set 213. Oop, a little bit past it. 213. Good. All right, 2993 is what we're expecting. BOR left and right. That's fine right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw on. I'll keep other radar on. We'll get terrain radar on later. 101 is set. All nav VNAV is engaged. First friction we descend down to is 240. 240 is set. Good. Come on, there we go. Check the recall. Recall is checked. And 213, 2993. And I'll leave you on that. Actually, I'm going to turn off your airport on this side since we have it on here. Cool. I'm going to bring you back over. First, we're going to set 2993. But way past it. 2993 set. All right, over here, we're going to go performance tool, landing en route, import, add 5, no reverse, credit. Alrighty. Alright. We can take auto brake 2 today. That'll put us, that'd be perfect. We'll look at that in just a second. Alright, auto brake 2 is set. Coming down. Go ahead and tilt the weather radar down about 5 degrees. And below. Cool. Alrighty. So why that's going to be perfect is about, let's just round it up to 8,000 feet. But considering if I float or not. Probably will. Since we have a tailwind. Alright, so about 8,000 feet. That's going to put us off right around Delta. And go Delta, that area. We can take Delta, then a Bravo. Take Bravo, or Alpha, sorry. Delta to Alpha. Take Alpha to park at the Gulf Terminal, Terminal 3. That's international gates. All of them are open today, so that's not going to be a big deal. We're probably going to be going through hotspot 3 today. So hotspot 3, aircraft exiting 28 right and taxiway Tango. Taxi aircraft up to hold short of 28 left unless specifically cleared across Tango. Cleared across taxiway Tango has hold short lines for both 28 right, 28 left. Be sure to identify the correct hold short lines for 28 left and ensure the aircraft tail is fully clear 28 right. Alright, so just make sure we're completely clear 28 right. No problem. Other than that, I really see no threats. Remember, landing, we do have a tailwind, so just try not to float it too long. Alright, that is checked. Recall, I already checked, but it's checked again. Alrighty. We're about 40 miles out, so let's go ahead and go to seatbelt sign on. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We're about 5 minutes out from top descent. Currently showing we'll be landing into San Francisco at about... Sorry. We'll be landing in San Francisco in about 26 minutes. Current weather in San Francisco, winds are coming out of the east. There's a few clouds. Temperature is 61 degrees with 68% humidity. It's looking like a great day in San Francisco. I'd like to thank you for choosing Fly with United today. I hope you enjoy your time in San Francisco. Or if you have a connecting flight, we wish you safe travels. Thank you for choosing Fly with United. Okay, so my Mobi flight profile just stopped working. Like it had just crapped out on me. So that's what I think that sound was, because it disconnected. So I think it was, yeah, I think it messed with my PFP3N because I was hitting it and it wasn't doing anything. All right, that's fine. Descent checklist, recall is checked. Notes checked. Auto brake 2. VREF is 135 and 213. First briefing completed. Good. Restart Mobi flight. So if we land in 26 minutes, they're 25 minutes now. 11:05. We were supposed to be landing at, because we initially departed 20 minutes late, so we were supposed to be departing. Yeah, we're coming in a bit late. Oh well. Oh well. 11 hours, 9 minutes. And we're going to be at about 11 hours, 4 minutes. Oh, that's fine. It's beautiful out there. I don't know why my PFP3N is not connected. 1 second, guys. I have to do something. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the whole flight. Alright, I reconnected the PFP3N. Hopefully that worked. Let's see. Moby flight. Run. No. Oh well. You know, stuff happens. It was working before. Just didn't feel like doing it right now. That's okay. Alright, before we hit top of descent, 240 is set. I'll nav VNAV engage. Looks good. Alright, Moby flight's taking control. That's better. Let's keep trying, you know, what can it hurt, right? Ah, see, there it goes, right there. Perfect. Working again. The screen isn't, though. Huh. Okay, so it connected to that, but the screen froze again. So go stop, run. Bruh. Big bummer. Oh well, like I said, what can you do sometimes? I never put the shades up. Usually I do, but just never got around to it. I was so tired last night. I mean, when we were up to cruise, it was like 3 a.m. for me. So I was tired. Yeah, it's connected. That's fine. Whatever. As long as it's connected. Alright, we have to be below 280 by Quinn and above 240. And I will just let you guys know once we cross through 18000, I'm going to get the... Alright, watch the speed. Pulling the speed brake out. Ah, cool. So now it's connected. Sweet. Now it's working. Awesome. Get a little speed brake out. A little speed brake action. Open us to slow down. I personally don't like to get much closer than 10 knots. I don't like to get closer than 10 knots. Yeah, I know. It always loves to yell at me. Yeah, even though we're missing the sounds still, it is such an awesome plane to fly. Once they add the sounds, it'll be just perfect. Just watching the weather to see if it flips over. So after this flight, I'm thinking about doing a quick bus flight. Maybe do some 321 ops. Actually, the 321 is my favorite of the three of the A320 family to fly. Watching that speed. See, we had some nice screenshots. This one was cool. I mean, just look at that. This sim is just so good looking, honestly. Bro. Why'd it take it then? I like how the sim always, like, it always waits to take the screenshot until I'm back in the cockpit. It's like, oh, you got a perfect screenshot? Great. Well, I'll wait till we're back in the cockpit to take it. Okay, after 240, we go down to 190 at Bigelow. Wish the airplane icon was a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't want to stay in day. Oh, that's right, because it's on the auto config. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it changes between night and day charts for you. Very neat. Okay. 280 on this speed. We totally just are going to bust that. I kind of thought the plane was going to slow down a little bit better than it's going to. Alright, we're complying with 280 on the altitude. And we'll comply with 280 on the speed. Just fine. Perfect. I was looking, I was like, huh. 310. It's pretty fast. I was like, wait a second. Alright, complying with Quinn, 280 on the speed, 280 below, 240 above. Because I was looking, I was like, is this, I thought the speed, I was like, is there a speed restriction at Quinn or is it at Bigelow? I was like, oh crap, it's at Quinn. Yeah, we can fly nicely. Okay, we can ease on the descent rate just a bit. We only have to be below 230 and above 190 at 280 on the speed. Looking good. If we, since we have a second, go on to Atlanta, and you can see it's honestly a rather odd route of flight. Okay, that was really weird. Odd route of flight to take. But you know, sometimes the odd routes are the best. Get some thrust back in, move the chart. Get a lot of thrust in actually, so we can get back on the VNAV profile. But it shouldn't climb. Alright, we're complying on the speed at Bigelow, and we'll be complying with the altitude nicely. Kind of like the Airbus, I can't trust the speed much because like the 7.3 is nice because you can see the speed and it's pretty easy to manage because it's pretty good. Alright, get some thrust back out. I like the engine vibrations, they're cool. They've done nice with that. I'm really excited because I fly on a 777 this summer, so I'll get to see the Pratt & Whitneys. Okay, we're getting a bit low. Or a bit high in the pass, sorry. We're not going to have a problem complying with Bigelow. It's just a little too much thrust in. Alright, after Bigelow, Next section is 14,000 at 280 on the speed. We don't slow down until Cork, so just keep that in mind. Alright, complying with Bigelow. Right, so we're flying over the bay, right? We're going to be flying over the bay, sorry. And that is, I believe the airport sits right there. I think. Alright, complying with Begda. Not Begda. Bigelow. Below's at 14,000 set. Sorry, it's changing my wing view a bit. It seems the plane did not like that. Alright, set heading of 154. I'm going to pause for just a second. I need to check my keybinds since they reset my stuff. I need to make sure I didn't hit on any assistance. Okay, everything else set. Sorry. It's just they reset my keybinds, so when you initially get the game, there's conflicting keybinds. So like F4, I think, turned on auto rudder, and I don't want that. So, all right, we're coming to 180 in a second. Landing lights, we're going to turn on. And we land in 12 minutes, approximately. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go autopilot off. I have control. It's at 29093, which is still correct on standby. And once we come through 180, I'll set it on the left, on the mains. Looking good. Okay, after 14,000, we go down to... well, 1,000, we maintain 1,000 for a bit. And then as we know, after 1,000, we can descend all the way down to 3,000 feet by seeping. Okay, set standard, altimeter 2993, set 1 to 3 times, approach checklist completed. Good. And flight attendants, please take seats for landing. Oh, hi. Low speed breakout. Thrust is idle though, so that's fine. Okay, get set speed breakout. Back on the path. Okay, we're complying with the restriction that lows it. Or we will be complying. We don't have much more to send down to, so. Alright, we are complying with lows it. So now we have to be below 13,000 by Begda and at 1,000 at Cork, which is checked. Alright, turning direct Baghdad. Actually, let's go ahead and go speed 250 now. Wrong one. Speed 250. Speed 250 set. That way speed will slowly start coming back. Remember, 13,000 below by Baghdad, we have to be at 11,000 on 250 at Cork. So that's why I'm going to start slowing down now, which we should have no problem complying with Baghdad or Cork. And we're complying with the restriction at Begda. Bit high, but I mean, we're within the altimeter deviation and we're still technically on it right now. Okay, get speed breakout. Okay, we're complying with the speed and 11 off 1,000. One to go. Okay, speed brake stowed. Start to slowly. Okay, speed good. And leveling out for 1,000. 1,000. Good. And maintain 1,000. Heading of 127. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fly along the 10 nautical mile ring around the airport. All right, we're going to go wing lights and come on. And we're going to be getting off the arrival here, getting on the approach soon. So approach lights are coming on. Directly over flying the field. Oh, man. The power went out recently. My fan isn't on. I was like, why am I sweating right now? Well, my fan wasn't on. Much better. I'm like frying over here. Alrighty, make sure that the approach, replay's on. Then we're going bricks, turning into 140 heading. That will set. We'll set 3,000 feet. VNAV, take control of my speed. Good. Weather is still the same. Alright, vertical speed down 1,000 feet a minute. That is certainly not 1,000 feet a minute. Huh. Actually, we'll go down to 1,500. Alright, speed 240. Alright, looks good. I'll zoom in 10 nautical miles. I want to follow that. We're going to descend down. Let's go down 2,000 feet a minute. I want to descend down via the 10 nautical mile ring, so. Or I should have descended a little bit faster. That's alright. So then instead of following the 10 nautical mile ring, I'm going to extend out a little bit and then, yeah, you know what? We'll still follow it. Direct steep in. How high am I? Actually, we'll just go direct steep in on the LNAV path. Then we can get on to VNAV. But I want speed to come down to 210 so we can get flaps 1 out soon. So we're pushing the limit here. Okay. Get that ready to sent out. Alright, cabin is ready. Any checklist is open. We've been cleared to the approach. Bridge lights are on. Looking good. Alrighty. 220 on the speed. We'll go speed check flaps 1. Weather reloaded, so like a little bit of a sync rate coming through. Alright. India Golf Whiskey Quebec is identified. But we're expecting speed break extended. Yeah, I'm well aware. I still got a bit to go, man. We're gonna get on the localizer. Okay, we're coming in a bit above the pass, so we are going to need to look out for a false glide slope. You always want to try to intercept from below, but not always feasible. Okay, speed check flaps 5. 5. You're really high right now. Alright, because we are so high, I want to go ahead and go gear down. We're not going to go flaps 20 just quite yet since we're not within the speed range, down to 1,800 feet. But the gear is your biggest source of drag in the aircraft, so the more you can have out, the more drag, the better in this scenario. Alright, looking good. We're going to go speed check flaps 20. Still very high, so 2,500 feet a minute. All right. Check. As I said, we're still very high. So we've got about as much drag out as we can have right now. We have to be, if we're not set up by 1,000 feet, we're going to have to do the go-around procedure. All right, 1,800, passing through. Fine. We're almost on the glide path. We'll set 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet set. And getting on that glide slope. Glide slope intercepted. Good. Easing out the descent rate now. Letting that speed fall back down. Alrighty, speed is checked. So we're gonna go ahead and arm the speed brake. Flaps come to 30. 30. Set B ref. Boom, just like that. Alrighty, and we're clear to land. And turn on tax light. Alright. 30 green light, landing checklist completed. Just in the nick of time. Landing check, okay, gear, auto go round is 3,000 is set, landing clearance is received, and we are stabilized. Continue. left to right crosswind right now. We are expecting it may change to a tailwind, but could go with the punches as it comes. Slight tailwind now.
Approaching 28 right.
Confirm, continue. Slight left to right cross, or right to left crosswind, sorry.
500.
Check, continue.
Approaching minimums.
Check, continue.
Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10, $5.
Speed brake up, reverse. Normal. Right, 85, auto brake off. We'll keep her rolling. Bit past where we were expecting, but that's alright.
5,000 feet remaining.
Alright, reverse. Actually, no, it's not. This is Delta right here. This is actually rather perfect. Just save all the brakes we can. No need to try to. We could have gone off in Tango, but just roll to Delta here. Okay, 10 knots on the turn. And United 889, you're cleared across runway 28 left. Clear across runway 28 left. United 889. Bit of a stressful approach. You know, I started this, I shallowed the descent rate out too much because I've had a habit of doing too little, or doing too much on the descent rate, coming in low. But I came in a bit high today. All right, we'll leave turn off lights on. Right. Actually, we'll remain on. Wing lights remain on. Clear left, clear right. We're gonna turn off the terrain radar though. Terrain radar is coming off for clear cross. Give a little thrust, keep us going. We've got AP on, AP start. Latest. Watch the APUs pull up. Okay, we're getting on to Alpha here. Let's see, what did Valanta give that rating, or rate to landing? 85 feet per minute. Nice, that's pretty buttery. Alright, we're clear, they're active. Wing light and strobe light come off. We're gonna go TCAS. Yeah, alright, off, good. Take the right hand turn. Here, nice. Alright, our brakes can come off. TCAS is off. APU almost is going to be alive in about 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and stop the elapsed timer. And we're parking at the Gulf gates. Let's see. There's safe docks. Take Gulf 10 today. Golf 9. Let's see whichever one they give us. G8s, here we go. Let's take Golf 9. Actually, Golf 9 is my most frequent one I park at. For a good reason. In 2020, the GSX version I had, the profile was messed up, and it thought that Golf 9 was the only heavy, even though they're all heavy, so you can park at any of them. Golf 9 was the only one it liked. Alright, turn off lights come off as well. APU is on. Cool beans. Let's see, gear temps. Yeah, not too bad. 4. Not too bad. We didn't smoke them today. I have not smoked them ever in the sim. I haven't landed anywhere with that shorter runway. Actually, I lied. I have smoked them. Fully loaded into Newark after 12-hour flight. Absolutely smashed it on runway 29 and stuffed it in. Had to slam on the brakes because there's a bit of a float. Nothing crazy, but just a tiny bit of a float. Absolutely smashed her on. Bam! I was like, uh-oh. I don't think it'd be enough to get Fuqua out, but it was pretty good. Alrighty. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, I greatly appreciate if you'd give a like and subscribe, as your continued support motivates me to keep going. Alrighty, taxiing in. I'm gonna check this back open. Go ahead and get the shades up since we're landing. And get the sun visors up as well. Can't have them out for landing in the Boeings. Alright, we're gonna turn the taxi light off. Golf 10, Golf 9 is right here. Can't really see it that well. Come on, you're gonna come alive soon. There you go, Boeing 777-200 ER. Left, okay. Oh, it's not working well. Safe dock's broken. And then it'll tell us to come to the right. This is the most stressful part right here, trying to get it parked. Went off this one right here. A bit close, isn't it? Let's park brake. Engines 1 and 2 off. Engine page up. Hydraulics. Pumps off. Let's see, how was that parking job really quickly? Oh, bro. First of all, their thing was messed up. That was pretty good. For what they told me. Yeah, the safe dock's messed up. That's right. Okay, under 20% in 2. Beacon lights will come off. Seatbelt sign will come off. Alrighty, pass. We're gonna go ahead and ask for the chocks to get set. Set chocks. Request the jetway. Request the ground power as well. Alright, coming up top, we're gonna go ADRU off. And then we can go ahead. Primary external, secondary external power. Okay. I know they're not off yet, but first of all, No checklist. All right, let's pretend like everybody's off the aircraft already. So we're gonna go ahead and go window heaters off. Emergency exit lights off. We go cabin and passenger power off as well. And everything else is off and normal. Packs are off. And confirm. Secure checklist done. Alrighty, everybody. Super quick shutdown today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. See ya!